Dragon Ball Z has had a ton of fighting games over the years of varying degrees of quality, but none have ever made us more excited than Dragon Ball FighterZ. Visually, it's pretty easy to see why, but there's more to this game than meets the eye, which is why I'm here to break down the 7 things you need to know about Dragon Ball FighterZ. First off, let's talk about the combat system of the game. As this is an Arc System Works title, the controls are very similar to those of Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, and Persona 4 Arena. It's a 4-button combat system, with light, medium, and heavy attacks, and then the 4th button is used for projectiles. Because it just wouldn't be a Dragon Ball fighting game if you couldn't do this. As is the recent trend in fighting games, newcomers can mash the light attack button for a quick and easy combo, but doing so will only get you so far, as you'll be missing out on the big damage to be had when you combine normal attacks, launchers, special moves, and super moves. Unique to Dragon Ball FighterZ is the addition of a homing attack that allows players to quickly dash towards an opponent with the touch of a button to either initiate a combo or pursue them after a launcher for an air combo. Needless to say, air combos are going to be a huge part of the gameplay in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And of course, you've got your super meter, which governs your usage of super moves and other special abilities. It can be charged in the standard fighting game fashion of simply beating an opponent up or getting beat up yourself, but it can also be charged in the true Dragon Ball Z way of screaming at the top of your lungs. You've also got what are known as Dragon Rushes, which are essentially throws and can get through a blocking enemy's guard. There are also push blocks to put some distance between you and an aggressive enemy, and a neat teleportation maneuver that costs a bar of meter, but teleports you behind an enemy for a quick cross-up. As far as characters go, the developers have been mostly quiet with regards to who we can expect to see populate the roster, but for now we've got 7 confirmed characters: Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, and the recently announced future Trunks. As for how they play, Goku and Cell feel the most well-rounded, not particularly excelling or faltering in any areas. Gohan and Vegeta are straight-up aggressive rushdown characters that excel at getting in your face with dizzying speed. Frieza is especially good from a distance with a bunch of long-range attacks, and Buu is a comparatively slow-moving powerhouse. Dragon Ball FighterZ also has a comeback mechanic very similar to X Factor in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in the form of the Sparking Blast. Players can only use Sparking Blast once per match, and popping it will give a character an immediate boost in power in addition to regeneration of all their blue life. It's also worth mentioning that this is perhaps the most true to the source material Dragon Ball fighting game that there has ever been. Even going beyond just the look of the game, which is stunning in its attention to detail, just about every maneuver, stance, and pose is taken straight from the source material. Next up, taking a page out of Marvel vs. Capcom's book, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a 3-on-3 fighting game with all the depth and complexities that go along with it. Assists can be called down with a press of the left trigger and bumper, tags can be done by holding the buttons down, and you can even do delayed hyper combos by inputting the command of your teammate's super and pressing the assist button during the active character's super. As you would imagine, any character that has been tagged out will slowly regenerate their health, making it important to manage your character's health bars while also taking care not to recklessly tag in when your opponent is able to punish it. Basically, this will all seem super familiar to anyone who's played any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, but so far, it seems like Dragon Ball FighterZ is doing a great job of adapting the 3v3 style and putting a Dragon Ball Z spin on it. If you watch the show, you probably know that any arena the Dragon Ball Z characters fight in typically looks dramatically different by the time that fight is over. True to its roots, the same holds true for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Using a super move to finish off an opponent on Namek, for instance, will cause this to happen. Better hurry up, Namek's about to blow up in 5 minutes. And that's about everything we know at the moment about Dragon Ball FighterZ. The game is currently set to be released in early 2018 and